All right, I just got home. I will get that up. So I just got home, so I don't have everything quite set up yet, but as you know, I'll work on it as we go. Had to confront a taxi driver who must not be a KBO English fan because he tried to hit me today. So, LG has pretty much the same lineup. There are a lot of changes on the Samsung lineup, so I'll have to get that changed as soon as I can. Hopefully by the time that they are actually batting. So Wang Tayin on the mound for Samsung. 28 games, 159.2 innings, 15-6 on the season with 3.66 ERA. Didn't pitch as well against LG on the season, 119 strikeouts. So against LG, 2 games, 11 innings, a 4.09 ERA, lots of strikeouts. Did give up 1 home run. Again, home runs are going to be the thing as they kind of show the stadium here. It's the left center, and the center field is far, but the problem is it's not a rounded fence, it's a straight line fence. So obviously, as you know, the shortest distance is a straight line, and that is a straight in there for a strike, and we are underway. So yeah, they obviously, with the way it's set up, it makes it those left center and left center, right center is pretty short as far as hitting a home run goes. So, but that's in there for a ball, and it's a 1-1. And he chops that to second baseman, grabs it on the grass, and 1 away. All right, that's going to bring up Shin-Min Jae. Again, I will get everything as best as I can as we go. Kim Bum-Sok is DHing. All right, Shin-Min Jae steps in. He's hitting 360 in the postseason. Had a fantastic series against KT. Definitely the offensive MVP there as he fouls that one away. But yeah, the Samsung lineup is not correct, guys. It is not correct. I have to get a bunch of changes in here. Again, lefty on the mound, so Samsung makes a handful of changes there, and that's in there for a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch misses low. It's 1-2. 감사합니다. Thank you, double agents. And the 1-2 that's chopped away stays 1-2. Again, give me just a few moments, guys. I'll get all of this set up. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch and another foul. Get that pitch count up. Both of the bullpens are going to be rested just because of the rainouts yesterday. Really benefits, I believe it benefits LG the most. Not only did they lose the first game, so they have a little bit of time, but also they went through a lot of their bullpen. And the 1-2 pitch And another foul. Again, the bullpens, once they come in, that's where things start to get interesting. Austin standing on deck. Let's see. Almost got it set up. And that's going to be a little liner right over the jumping second baseman. And they've got themselves their first hits and their first base runner. We'll see how much running goes on the field. The ground is going to be wet. The grass is going to be a little wet. So it's not going to be as easy to slide and move around because there was more rain today. At least here in Daejeon. I'm not entirely sure about Daegu, but the forecast and the radar that I was looking at definitely showed that there was plenty of rain. Alrighty, I think I've got everything situated, set up. The lineups are correct, and Mr. Dean steps in, and that's going to be off the shortstop's glove as it was a hot shot. The throw to third is not going to be made, and he is going to go first to third. Austin with a laser to the shortstop isn't able to come up with it. They were a huge reason why they were able to get the win in the first game. The shortstop and the third baseman played excellent defense. Probably should have had that play right there as he went down to the ground to field it. Took a hard bounce. Again, this field is pretty solid and packed. So they'll give him a hit on that, and that'll be first and third for Kim Hyun-soo. And looks at strike one on the outside. 12 pitches now for Won Tae-in. He was hoping to get a double play there, but now he's got runners on first and third and really needs a double play now. Right. And that's in the dirt. It doesn't go, and it's 1-1. Ready. Hopefully this works. Oh, Shin Min Jae over at third. You got Austin at first. We'll see. And a swing and a miss at a pitch right at the plates, like on the plates, actually. And he shoots that one foul. Giving chase over, but just into the netting. Over in the corner, bounce back and rolls out into the field of play. It'll be still 1-2. All right, still 1-2 pitch. Welcome, Kiwi. Welcome. All right, so the 1-2 pitch to Kim Hyun-soo. And that's going to be a ground ball for 6. Not in time. Gonna score one on the ground out. A 4-6. It was slow rolling. Kim Hyun-soo shows the wheels and beats it out. They'll have 2 down, but they score a run just in time for the action, Kiwi. Just in time for the action, sir. Ooh, pops up onto the heel of his glove, so he wasn't able to get it very well. Yeah, just unloading the carts to show off the wheels. Oh, Shinmin J, big first to third. And now OG Wan steps in, looks at ball 1. That's why he's in left field, because of the speed. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that is ripped foul. Ball boy. Oh, ball boy, ball boy, ball boy. Come on. We got to do a little better than that, ball boy. That was a very, very lackluster play, if I have to say so myself. Not gonna make any all-star teams with ball boy performances like that. And that just misses inside. 2-1. Yeah, I mean, obviously Kim Yun-soo is trying out for making sure that his name is in the hat for the All-Star relay race next year. It's, I mean, obvious showing that. Man, I really do like LG today. I gotta say, as that misses inside. That's 3-1. I mean, obviously, I want LG to win because then we get a game 4 at least. More baseball is always good baseball sometimes. But Son Chu-young has just pitched really, really well in these playoffs and really, really well against Samsung, as that's in there for a strike. Gonna run the count full. .292 in this postseason for OG Wan. Right now, looking at the first full count. If you're in Korea, you can watch it on SBS. That's a swing and a miss. He gets out of the inning, but he gives up 1 on the groundouts. Oh, 3 away. That means we'll go to the bottom. We'll just stay here, clear these bases, and little flip there. 1 left on base. 20 pitches, I believe, for 22 pitches in the first inning for Wan Tae-in. If you look in the description, it'll tell you how to watch outside of Korea. Oh, Samsung's lineup, a few changes. Again, you have a lefty on the mound today versus a righty on the mound on Sunday. So you've got more right-handed batters in the lineup. But pretty much everything is going to be the same. As far as for LG, they're going to be 100% the same defensively. They've gone with this lineup, this defense, for the last few games. So I imagine they're going to go with this. And even after a loss, they stuck with the same thing. So you have to think that they're going to do the same. Oh, Son Chu-young on the mound, 2 games, 7.1 innings in this postseason. 1 win, 1 hold, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, a .087 batting average against, and a .41 whip. He has been extremely, extremely, extremely good. He is the reason why they actually won the game where Chewon-tae pitched. Because they did not do anything well except for call him into the bullpen. That was a 6-5 win. He pitched 5.1 innings. Yeah, I thought he was really good when he was here. I hated to see him go. They haven't really had a great... they've had problems in the outfield ever since he left, honestly. I mean, I don't like the fact that he's a Cub because I'm a Cardinals fan, but that, as far as a Hanwha fan, yeah. As Kim Ji-chan looks at strike one, and Kim Ji-chan leading off, still playing center field. Again, he played center, came out early, and the game on Sunday for some reason, but that's in the dirt. It's 1-1. First inning is going to be the big one for Son Ju-young. First start he's had, so you have to think, a little nervous. Well, we can't all be perfect, as that just catches the outside. This is the same issue he had, Kim Ji-chan had in the first game. He was just getting right on the corners. So here we go, the 1-2 pitch. And slaps that one, and it's going to stay 1-2. Yeah, I mean, he did everything well here. He hustled hard, he ran hard, he played great defense. The only thing he didn't do well was hit with runners in scoring position. But, you can't have everything, as he lines that foul, and it stays 1-2. All right. Kim Ji-chan, a center fielder, absolute speed demon. And the 1-2, that's going to be a slow roller to the second base, and Shin Min-jae quickly throws over and one away. Alrighty. I think I got everything situated, set up. We're pretty close. All right. Kim On-gon on the season, he hit 302. I don't remember what he did I don't know if he played in the last game. Again, he's starting over in right instead of Yoo Jung-bin, the righty, starting this game instead of the lefty, as he swings and misses the pitch in the dirt, and it's 0-2. Yoo Jung-bin hanging out with a vest. Somehow I've never seen the MLB. Guys in vests in the just missed down and in. Looked like it caught a little piece of the corner, but must not have got both parts of the zone, and that means next pitch foul away. Yoo Jung-bin on hanging out in the dugouts again. They're going a more right-handed lineup. Yoo Ji-hyuk also out of the lineup to make way for a different second baseman today, as that one is lifted, and Hong Chang-gi running in under it, and 2 away. That's going to bring up number 5, the left fielder, a big, huge 3-run shot in game number 1. We'll see what happens here. Again, not a fan of him, so I don't say his name, at least not on purpose. But the first pitch in the dirt, 1-0. 750 in this postseason, 3 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. All of those were with 1 swing, as that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Oh, I like the name, as that is ripped into right field. He'll turn first, but there goes the no-hitters, ladies and gentlemen. Put your no-hitter alerts away, as it is now Both teams with a hit. No perfect games so far today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to deal with it next game. Changi quickly over it. The old alligator, get the glove down, the hand on top of it in case it pops up a little bit. All right, Diaz, he also had a 2-run shot and looks it's ball one outside. Yeah. Just save it for next time. That's what we need. Just save your broadcast for next time. The old post-game no-hitter as he goes safe. I wondered. Uh-oh. That's really not good for Samsung as he is grabbing his knee. Oh. Apparently he watched the soccer game earlier today as he's now up walking around like no problems whatsoever. Rolling around on the ground, grabbing his knee, and then suddenly the trainers are out. He pops up and he's okay. Didn't get enough attention for his single and stolen base, so he had to make sure that he got more camera time. The old pass, as that's a big swing and a miss as the ball drops out of the bottom of the zone to Diaz. 2-1 now. A little hobble. Did he sprain it, maybe? It was not his front leg. It wasn't like it was jammed. It was his trail leg, so that misses outside. 3-1. I have to see if he continues. He probably will. That would be absolutely massive for Samsung. Their number one hitter and their number one pitcher both out of the postseason. All right, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Diaz. Pops him up, out of play, and we're going to have ourselves a full count, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody loves a full count. I wish I could play you guys some full count music, but they don't allow that in the Samsung turret. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Pops him up. That Kim Hyun-soo giving chase. Oh-ji-won under it. Doesn't make the catch, and a run is going to score. He is done. As Diaz is on second, Gu Ja-hook has hobbled his way home. Samsung has tied the game on, I would call it an error. I don't know if it touched his glove, but anyway, that will tie the game as it pops him up. Kim Hyun-soo was shaded way, way over to center field. Like, I'm sorry, but if you are that hurt, why would you not come out when it happened? Like, why would you not come out when it actually happened? Like you're so hurt that you can't even run at all. Like, that is crushed. Foul, but absolutely crushed. Yeah, all right, Park Byung-ho, the 1-1 bitch, hitting 500 on the postseason. And that's chopped foul, 1-2. So after the first game where both teams were just getting all of their runs via the home run, they've managed to put some doubles and singles together to score 1 run each. As he pops that one foul the other way, and it stays 1-2. Running into these pitch counts now, 22 for Won Tae-in. You're getting ready for pitch number 25 for Sonju Young. And again, Sonju Young had out number 3, had a pop-up, but not able to make the play, OG Won. And the 1-2 swing and a miss in the dirt, and both pitchers in the inning with a strikeout after giving up a run, and we'll go to the second. It's tied up 0-1. Day 1 should be 0-0 either way. Yeah, something like that. My voice is gone from yelling at the taxi driver. I feel like I can't even talk hardly. I was pissed. Good Lord, was I mad. Like, man. I'm driving. I'm in the right lane because I'm gonna turn right. No, worse than that. So I'm in the right lane. I'm going because the right lane is a turn lane and it's clear. He is half stopped in the crosswalk and half stopped in the intersection, and then just cuts out in front of it right and almost hits me. I have to slam on my brakes and move to the side, and I'm talking like I could stick my foot out and kick the car. And like, yeah, and I ended up I got in front of him and got off the bike and just started screaming and yelling at him. And he's like, "I'm reporting you." And I'm like, "I don't care, man. I don't care. You're lucky that you're even able to drive away from this day." So, but yeah, so my voice is pretty much gone. All right, so we've got the top of the seconds coming up. We've got some changes as Moonbo Young lines the first pitch right over the second baseman, and LG is just going to pick up right where they were. So Samsung is now without their main guy. Lee Sung-gyu will move in to right field, and then Kim Hun-gon will move over to left. We'll get this changed up for anybody that is paying attention. Nope, not that one. That one. Righty. All right, here we go. Pak Dong-wan runs that up and in. So 22 pitches in the first inning. First pitch is a single here in the second inning, and second pitch is a fastball way up that almost hits him. Oh man, I've had something similar to that. That's what I do love about Kakao Taxi. Being able to just put in where I want to go. I don't have to talk to them. Like, my Korean's good enough that I can tell people where I need to go. Is that's a big giant swing and a miss there, as he was trying to end the game in the second inning. Anyway, Mr. Full Swing making sure that everybody remembers his nickname. That was expensive too. Moonbo Young slides back in. Yeah, even like like when I first moved here, like trying to get him to go, there's so many places that are Konglish that it's so hard for me to say it in Korean. And the 2-1 misses low, 3-1 as Won Tae-in is still struggling with a little bit of command here. Like, it was so difficult. Like, so I got to the point where I would tell them something in Korean and then they would go to it and it would be like next door to it or something like that because they just did not understand my Konglish. That's a strike on the inside. Another full count. As this is the second full count already for Won Tae-in, as that pitch count is a climbing 28 pitches already. And the 3-2, that is ripped, but foul into the big giant TVing sign just out of the reach of everybody. All right, so the 3-2 pitch. Once again, Park Dong-won, the number 7 hitter, the catcher, 158 in this postseason. He has not hit well at all. And that's ball 4 up top. And they've got runners on first and second with nobody out. Can they do the Hanwha? That's what everybody wants to see. Everybody loves a good Hanwha. As we'll get a pitching visit, a mound visit here. Oh, 30 pitches now for Won Tae-in through 1+ inning. Already got runners on first and second here in the top of the second. No outs. He's going to face Park Hae-min, the center fielder for the LG Twins, the former Samsung Lion himself. Came over in, I believe, 2021 after the 21 season. Is that correct? Yes, for the 22 season. So has a couple championships with LG, and luckily everybody be super happy. We get to see a bunt already in the second inning. As he drops it down, he's gonna make a good bunt, move the runners over, but everybody loves a bunt in the second inning. Everybody loves a good solid bunt in the second inning, because that's run in the second inning is the very important. Korean Grand Prix. What are they gonna do? Just have all the taxi drivers race? That sounds like a fan. They could have the taxi drivers versus the delivery drivers versus the tow truck drivers. As Kim Bum-suk steps in, looks at ball 1, the big, I'm going to say a big Giants DH today. 241 on the season, 6 home runs. I don't know. The delivery drivers, they got that weight. They got the turning. If it's going to be a street race, as that is fouled away, 1-1. The people that have never been in Korea are like, what do you mean tow truck drivers? They don't realize that tow truck drivers in Korea have slicks on the back of their trucks. Oh man, are they ever crazy. All right, the 1-1 pitch, runners on second and third. Every single time they hit the ball, it sounds like somebody breaks their bats. I don't know what they have for their mic or where their mic is positioned, but it sounds like poop. Maybe they need to borrow some of my audio software or audio, because it sounds awful. All right, Kim Bum Suk. The 1-2 pitch coming in, sets up way on the outside, and he doesn't chase it, lays off, brings it to 2-2. Already 13 pitches for Juan Tayin. Runners on second and third, trying to get a strikeout or a nice little pop up here. Moonbo Gyung over at third base, the regular third baseman for LG, hanging out by his home. We'll see if he can get something on the ground or deep in the air. He has plenty of power. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the other zone, or the other box. And that was a massive strikeout. Big K from Kim Bum Suk. All right, that's going to bring up Hong Chang-gi, the leadoff hitter for LG, grounded into a 4-3 ground out in his first at-bats. Juan Tayin trying to get out of this, while LG trying their best to not Hanwha. And that's ball one upstairs, 1-0. Hanwha, for those of you that are not regulars to the stream, is first and second, nobody out, and they don't score a run because they bunt and then can't get a hit after it. All right, the 1-0, and that runs inside, 2-0. Everybody loves a good Hanwha in the KBO. They do their best every single game to make one. All right, here comes the 2-0 pitch on the outside. Pops him up, and that's going to be a F7 for those of you scoring at home. He gets out of it, and luckily LG is able to do their best Hanwha, because once again, they tried to bunt, or not try, but they bunt with a runner on first and second, nobody out. With their 280 hitter, in order for the 240 hitter to come up. Fantastic strategy. Really shows how great the LG manager is at doing stuff that is really stupid. He is one of the best in the league, honestly. He is one of the best in the league at managing like he is Whitey Herzog and has Vince Coleman on the base pass. Really fantastic at giving away runs and outs and momentum. As Juan Tayin, 17 pitches that inning. He's at 39 now. As LG is 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position already today. 0 for 2 in the first, and 0 for 2 in the second. Fantastic situational hitting from LG. Always gets the job done. I'll change that there. We got ourselves a strikeout. Okay. See, you know, if you're hurt, that's fine. Okay, great. You're hurt. I understand. No big deal. It happens. But to be at second base and be so hurt that you can't run home on a pop fly says that you think you are better than someone else on the team when you're 35%. As Kang Min Ho steps in at 250 in this postseason. 1 hit. Big double. Now. As that misses outside at 2-0. A little Lotte Kang Min Ho uniform. As that's way outside. All right, the 3-0 pitch. Right down the old middle, 3-1. Kang Min Ho, one of 4 players with 2,000 games, but 0 championships. As that's what happens when you play for Lotte. As he spends most of his career at Lotte, he is the last one remaining of those. As Pak Yong-taek is retired. Sona Sup is 1, and I'm trying to remember the other one. As fouls it away, keeps it full, 3-2. 31 pitches now for Sonju Young. Pops him up, shortstop outs under it, and 1 away. One thing with these Samsung Lions is one bad pitch is gonna be a souvenir for those in the outfield. You have to worry about that a little bit. All right, here comes the first pitch to EJ Hyun, and it's outside, ball 1. As that's ripped into the netting, and ball boy. That looks like a ball man. That does not look like a ball boy. And the 1-1 pitch. Did he go around? Did not go around. We'll get the replay. Or not. We'll not get the replay. And the 2-1, he checks that swing, and it's fouled away, 2-2. And another foul out of play into the netting right in front of the TV. I don't know what's over there. Is that the maybe that's the bullpen back in that corner? That is an awful place for a bullpen. They literally cannot see anything over there. But here comes the 2-2. The 2-2 misses outside, and we've got ourselves a second full count of this inning, ladies and gentlemen. 3 full counts so far, as both of these pitchers have been struggling. Struggle Boss is having some primo parking, as that's a big swing and a miss, though. Gets him out on the strikeout, second of the day, and he's got 2 away now. Had 2 away last inning, and then ran into the single, the stolen base, the double that should have been an out number 3, but that's gonna bring up Kim Young-un. That is crushed. Like I said, that is goodbye. is a home run or a... I don't know. What do I want to put here? I don't really have any music. We'll do this. That's this on one. Big home run. Again, quick 2 outs, but those quick 2 outs is all he can do. He struggles once he gets the 2 outs. A big swing and a miss from Jun Byung-woo. Win or wow, now or never. All right. That's going to be a ground ball. What's up, Lamario? Lamario. I believe he fouled that next pitch away. As that's in the dirts, 1-2. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. Welcome. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Third strikeout so far of the game, but he gave up a big 2-out hit after Samsung had again, man, I feel like a broken record sometimes just talking about the stupidity of the bunt. First and second, nobody out, and you bunt with Pak Min, who is a 280 hitter. Okay, or sorry, 263, and instead, then you have behind him Kim Bum-seok, who has 1 at-bat in the postseason, who hits 240 but strikes out a ton. So you give up 1 run, and now you got a strikeout. Now you got 2 outs with second and third. There's again, the KBO, the biggest problem with the KBO is they have all these old ancient managers that still manage like they originally learned how to play back in the 60s and 70s. They're not good. The team wins despite the managers, not because of the managers. They constantly, it's like, oh, first and second, nobody out. Oh, if it's not my number 3 or my number 4 hitter, I have to bunt. It is a must. It is in my contract that I have to play like an idiot. And then they bunt. Again, you got the bottom of the order. You got bunting, and now you're trying to get 1 hit with 1 out before you get 1 out at the bottom of the order, instead of having 3 different chances to get that 1 hit. They just do not understand situational hitting. The third inning is a draw. Well, that's going to be rough because they're both going to have the top of the lineups. We'll see, though. Won Tae-in, 39 pitches through the 2 innings. Shin-min Jae, 1 for 1 on the day. He singled, scored a run in the first inning. Hey, 1-1, yeah. All right, the 1-0 in there for a strike at the top of the zone, 1-1. All right, here we go. The 1-1 misses outside. Yeah, Won Tae-in has not been pitching well at all. He is missing the strike zone quite a bit. He already has 2 bases loaded, or 2 full counts. One of them he got a strikeout. One of them he's got a walk. Right now, the 2-1 pitch that misses also, and it's 3-1. And Shin-min Jae does not swing and miss too much. He's got a good eye at the top of the order. Standing behind him on deck is Austin, who is the RBI leader of the KBO. And the 3-1 pitch, that misses, and that's going to be a leadoff walk. Leadoff single last inning and a walk behind him led to nothing because LG did the Hanwha. We'll see what happens here now that they've got Austin. If he walks or gets a single or whatever, they're not going to bunt with Kim Hyun-soo. Even though he has tremendous speed, as he showed earlier in the first inning, beating out the old 4-6-3 double play that ended up just being a 4-6 putouts, RBI putouts. Austin, that's gonna bounces it to Diaz, who's not able to make the play, but stays in fair territory, and he'll get a new baseball. Austin 1 for 1 on the day, 250 in this postseason. Dean. And check over on Shin-Min Jae. Nice throw though, perfect placement right in front of the bag. All right, here comes the first pitch. Runs inside, doesn't quite get him as he spins away. I never realized until I started streaming here this year on YouTube how many random, like, I always thought, betting was, oh, who's going to win? Never realized that there was like all these little tiny bets. The 1-0 misses inside. It's 2-0. Yeah, I've got to imagine it's, again, total bases, as that is crushed. Is it too high? It is, as that is caught at the warning track. And Shin-Min Jae is going to have to trot back. That was into the sky. I mean, if he would have gotten 2 degrees lower on it, that would have been out of the stadium. Like, that was absolutely crushed. But right at the warning track is, again, it's so hard to describe how massively high or super high that actual hit was. All right. They're going to probably, yeah. That 107 to the left and right center. That's not going to be a double play. That's going to be a pop up to Diaz in foul territory. Grabs it, and that's 2 away. That's going to bring up OG1. OG1 struck out in his first at-bats. 3.6 meter high fence. That's what, 13 feet, I believe. So 107 meters to left center. Just absolutely asking for home runs. All right, OG1 steps in. 2 outs here. 48 pitches for Won Tae-in so far. And that catches the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1. 10 pitches so far in this inning. That's not good when you walk the first batter, but still only throw 10 to 12 pitches in an inning. All right, the 0-1 pitch to OG1 from the left side. 0 for 1 on the day with a K, and that is going to be a ground ball for 3 putouts, and they get a hit, but nothing more than that, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-2. Samsung has once again LG strands another one. A leadoff walk and then 0 for 3 after that. The advantage that you got for your little I guess, is it a side bet or prop bet? I don't know what they're called, but no matter what it is, the advantage you have is that their number 3 hitter is Dundo. 50 pitches now for Wantane through those 2 innings. 1 for 8 in the first 3 innings with runners on base for LG. 1 for 8. Those are not good numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Those are not good numbers. If you live in Korea, it's on SBS. If you do not live in Korea, if you look in the description to this video, to this live stream, it will show you, or it'll tell you how to watch the game. All right, Kim Ji-chan steps in. Just once again gets the very, very, very corner of the strike zone. A 4-3 ground out in his first at bat, and calls time and readjusts himself. Checks his batting gloves, and that misses inside. 1-1. Moon Bo-kyung in on the grass. Again, Kim Ji-chan has so much speed. 42 stolen bases on the season, only caught 4 times, as that misses outside. But 16 doubles and 3 triples to go with it. As the 2-1, that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, tosses, and that's 1 away. Another 4-3 groundouts, 2 for Kim Ji-chan. He is just not quite getting it. The old stadium. That's right. I don't think they've won a championship in this stadium. As that is ripped into the skyboxes. Kim Hun-gon flew out to right field in his first at-bats. 0 for 1 on the day. And the 0-1 pitch bounces in the dirt. 1-1. Da 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 da. And the 1-1 lifts that into the stands, and that's going to be 1-2. And Son Ju-yang quickly 2 outs in the first inning and the second inning, but then ran into trouble once he got to the 2 outs. We'll see what happens here. The 1-2 pitch floats that one way out of the zone. It's 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Stays 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pops that one up. That's going to be trouble. It's gonna bounce foul. As just out of the reach of Austin and Hong Chang-gi, and it'll stay 2-2. Austin giving the fans a nice ball. One thing I do like about it really, you don't see it from the Korean players. And I don't know why this is, but a lot of the foreign players often, if they're by the foul territory or whatever, they toss the ball into the stands. As that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop not able to backhand it, and they'll have a 1-out single. And Andre is not happy. As OG1 goes to his right, tries to backhand it, but it bounces up and over his glove. Oh, under his glove, sorry. It's even worse. All right, that's going to bring up Lee Sung-gyu. Oh, got him at first base. Woo-hoo-hoo! A nice little pickoff. Well done, sir. Way to get picked off. That a lot of good pickoff. Drilled him right in the rib cage with the tag, and that is 2 away. Andre is dancing his little heart out over there. Yeah, Lamario, just look in the description. It'll tell you how to watch the game. Ooh. They didn't even replay it. All right, the 1-0 pitch that misses outside, and it's 2-0. Lee Sung-gyu steps in, 242 on the season. He is playing right field now. Came in to replace Gu Ja-hook, and that is ball 3, 3-0. And that's in there for a strike, 3-1. And that is neither of the two, as that is a walk, and that pickoff is even bigger, as it would be runners on first and second with nobody, or with 1 out. Instead, you've got a runner at first with 2 outs. And Diaz coming up. They'll have a little mound visit, talk about what they're going to do with Diaz. As he is now sitting at 60 pitches. He 25 in the first, 19 in the second, 16 so far here through oh, Diaz, he doubled with an RBI in his first at-bats, 1 for 1. But that was not a double. That was a pop-up that the shortstop wasn't able to make the play on. But here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. And it's 0-1. So I guess technically, he had 2 outs. Thank you. 2 outs and then gave up a walk because had an out, got a single, but picked him off. So that's 2 outs and then now a walk. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Pops foul, and it's 0-2. Lefty versus lefty. We'll see if he goes with the big old slider here. The big old slider. Thank you, thank you. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Diaz from Sonju Young, and in the dirt. He went with the slider, but Diaz did not chase it. And here we go once again. All right, to the 1-2 pitch. Did he go that time? Did not go. As he is able to hold up. We'll see on the replay. Oh, he definitely wins. Oh, he definitely wins 100%. Not even close. As Andre, he definitely went around. And now you've got a 2-2 counts. The throw over to first. Slides easily back. Double checks his oven mitts and make sure that he is ready to do some bacon. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch coming up. 2 outs. The second time a runner's been on first. And that's going to be a ground ball over Austin, but foul. This is getting to be quite the at-bats. Should have been struck out with that 2-2 pitch or that 1-2 pitch earlier, but said he didn't go. Austin used the bag to jump off of in order to try to get a little bit more hops. And once again, the 2-2, that's going to be a ground ball past Austin, running over to third base, first and third, as Shinmin Jae drops it, and a run is going to score. And a run is going to score on the poor defense from LG. Gonna have a single, an RBI, and then an error. And I'm gonna say this now. There was an error on the second baseman. He dropped it, and was able to let the run come home as Shinmin Jae drops the relay throw that allowed Isang Gyu to come home. And that is the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the KBO in a absolute nutshell. Wow. That was KBO umpires. Strike 3. Said he didn't go. He was a foot in front of the plate with the head of the bat. Then he gets a single to right. The throw in from the right fielder to the second baseman. The second baseman drops it, allowing the runner from first to score and makes it 3. Oh, wow. What an inning, honestly. You give up a single, you get picked off, you give up a walk, you get the strikeouts, they take the strikeout away from you. Then they're like, okay, well, how about a single and runners on the corner, but then the second baseman drops it, and now all of a sudden you've got, good Lord, KBO. Wow. Good Lord, KBO. What a call by the third base umpire, or third base coach, as Moonbo Young steps in. They still haven't even scored it yet. All right, well, Moonbo Young with a check swing, a foul. It's 0-1. And that's in there for strike 1-1. Yeah, and they are staring down the third base or the third base umpire as he missed that. That's the KBO though, Nick. You gotta, like, I know you have to have noticed that by now. They go so far out there. Like, they haven't even scored that whole play yet, but the ones who pitched to Moonbo Young, that's a comebacker right back at Wantain, the throw, and one away. Yeah, it's like they have no arm. The KBO app still has not scored that play. They still say it's 2-1. All right, let's see. That'll bring up and quickly 2 away. All right, well, that's a quick 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Pakemin. Pakemin 0 for 0 on the day because he bunted, successfully bunted, but they scored 0 runs from it. Now he bunts to get and he is, they said he's out. We'll see if they replay this. The 1-3 as, yep, they're going to call him back out. As we'll see, Pakemin drops the bunt down there. They are all over it. It's the throw from Wantain. They said got him. We'll see what they actually call. Pakemin again has plenty of speed. I think he's out. Not a good play, not a good positioning. All right, well, that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Wantain, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Samsung's up 3-1 as LG, led by their coach, just pissing themselves. That's really the only way I can describe it. As the manager just ruined everything in the second inning. First and second, nobody outs. They bunt, strikeout, flyouts, and then after that, it's been all Samsung as as LG has just decided that they are going to play like Hanwha since they were going to have a manager that manages like Hanwha. They figured it's only fitting as that 6-pitch inning from Wantain will definitely help out the old pitch counts. Luckily for LG, they didn't leave anybody on base that time. That's because they didn't get anybody on base. But for once, they didn't leave anybody there. As we'll see what goes on now. Again, the very, very interesting whole one for one. We're back. All right, Park Byung-ho steps in. He popped up, or sorry, he struck out in his first at bats. And there we go. Sorry, not 2 outs, and not. There's pop foul, 0-2. So Sonju Young has got to be absolutely irate at his defense. Like, absolutely irate at his defense. They have now caused 2 runs. Should be 1-1, but instead it's 1-3. Again, you go back to the Diaz double in the first inning. That was a play that should have been made by Ojiwan, was not made. And then just there, you had you had the strikeouts, but was not called a strikeout because of the third base umpire. And I really, really, really believe that the KBO is going to start allowing challenges on the calls at first and third. I have to think that they are. They have been so many bad calls at first and third that have changed games. This is one that's maybe it'll change the game, the outcome of the game. Who knows? As that's a swing and a miss there. And he's got the leadoff runner, or leadoff batter, Park Byung-ho, with another strikeout, his 4th of the day. South Korean broadcast system, probably. Our Southern Broadcasting Station, maybe. They're one of the big 2, big 3. As that's ball 1 to Kang Min-ho. Kang Min-ho 0 for 1 today with a pop up to the shortstop back in the second inning. And that's in there for strike, 1-1. Seoul Broadcasting System. Makes sense. I know you got KBS's Korean Broadcasting System. CMB is like Chungcheong Media Broadcasting. As that's fouled away, 1-2 now. And then you got Dreads Rock TV. It's an up-and-coming station. We'll see what happens with it. The 1-2, that's going to be grounded to the third baseman. The throw, out. Alrighty. Alright. EJ Hyun steps in. He struck out in his first at-bats. Looks at ball 1 way up high. 1-0. And that is crushed. Wow. That is right at the same spots, bouncing off the netting, the TVing netting, I call it. That's the 3rd time a ball has been ripped down there into that netting. And the 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. 78 pitches now for Sonju Young. They really need 5 innings out of him. As, again, the LG bullpen is absolutely poo-poo. As that's popped way up, shortstop under it. And 3 away. 1, 2, 3. Go Samsung. But we'll go to the 5th. Samsung's up 3-1, courtesy of 1987 style baseball play. Much better inning there from Sonju Young. 79 pitches now, 13 in that one. See if that's makes his day a little bit easier. Definitely has to go back out there for the fifth. Man, you gotta feel real comfortable when the third base umpire is giving your batter an extra strike. Real tough to play against a team that gets 4 strikes. Oh, top of the fifth here, we'll have Kim Bum Suk, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Should be coming back for pretty soon. One, two, three went the old LG Twins. They've been retired the last 6 in a row by Juan Tain. That 6-pitch inning really is gonna be a big thing because, again, Samsung's bullpen is also absolutely awful. And being able to let Juan Tain go 6 innings would be absolutely huge. They're going to have the 9-1-2 coming up for LG. They have got to get some runs this inning. As they'll have a pinch hitter. I love it. Just really showing how dumb that bunt was. You literally have. I mean, it's just, you bunted so that this guy could hit, and then you give him one chance, and then now you've got somebody else pinch hitting for him. And now you've also taken out one of your best defenders, the guy that can play shorts, right or left. As the 0-1, that's in there for strike 0-2. So Lee Young Bin, 222 on the season. He is the future shortstop for them. He is really good when he plays Hanwha. If he could play Hanwha every day, he would probably be getting calls from the major leagues. As that is ripped right at Diaz, catches it, and the old L3 and 1 away. That's going to bring the lineup back up to the top. Hong Chang-gi grounded out to a 4-3 ground out in his first at-bats, flew out to left in his second. Back in the seconds. Love it when your your leadoff hitter gets up in the first 2 innings. But they only got the 1 run to show for it, and he was not part of either one. Hitting 0 in these playoffs. 0 for 2 today. As he looks at strike 1 on the outside, 0-1. Chunky. And the 0-1 fouled straight back. 0-2. Juan Tain settling in nicely now. And that's going to be ball 1 way upstairs. 62 pitches for the right-hander in the blue. And the 1-2 pitch way upstairs, 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch to Hong Chang-gi. That's going to be foul. Stays 2-2. This is exactly what they need. They need Juan Tain to be at 80 pitches by the end of this inning, whether or not they get runs back or not. So that's the first sign of trouble in the 6th, he will be out. They would love to, if they can't not tie the game or get a run or 2, they definitely need to get that pitch count up, as that is fouled away again. This is what they need badly, badly, badly. And the 2-2 pitch once again, and that's going to be a line to center fielder going back under it. And 2 away. That is 8 straight retired by Juan Tain. Not striking out a ton, but he is getting outs however he needs to. And Shin-Min Jae steps in 1-for-1 on the day. Single as he looks at a strike way at the top of the zone. A single in his first at-bat, came around to score a walk, but was stranded on the bases. He is the last base runner that LG has even had. As he looks at strike 2, and it's 0-2. Also, a owner of that error that allowed Samsung to score their 3rd run and Andre to not be happy. All right, the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. We are moving quickly after a slow start. And the 1-2 shopped. Gonna be a tough play in time. And that's 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-1 Samsung. As Juan Tain is retired 9 straight. And he'll get a little break. Again, KBO takes a break after the end of the 5th. Not the others. How many did he throw there? 14 pitches, leaves him at 70. All right, so we should be coming back. Bottom of the 5th here. So we will have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Samsung. Kim Young-un is the Kim Young-un was the solo shot back in the 2nd inning. Again, 2 quick outs from Sonju Young, and then he's ran into troubles. Getting that 3rd outs as that misses 1-0. The big swing there, 1-1. Kim Young-un is again, strikeout, homer, or a double. Those are his choices. 16 doubles, 28 homers, and 155 strikeouts. It is now 1-2. And that's going to be a chopper foul. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Kim Young-un in the dirt. 2-2. And swing and a miss there. Start the inning with a K, just like last inning. And 1 away. Five strikeouts now for the big left-hander. 79 pitches coming into this inning here. Again, he can throw 100. He's got 85. That's his 86, and a strike on the big swing and a miss from Jun Byung-woo. And the 0-1, another big swing and a miss as that drops out of the bottom of the zone, bounces off the plate, but he is not able to Vladimir Guerrero it. And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, 1-2. All right, here comes the 1-2. That's going to be a chopper foul, and that's a pitch number 89 from Son Ju-hyung. And 100 pitches is kind of rough. This is a big year from him. 144 innings, way past his career high before this. And the 1-2 pitch misses up and outside, 2-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled straight back as the Lions fans back behind home plates jump back out of the way, unaware that there's a giant net in front of them. And did he go on that one? Did not. As we run the count full now, we'll get a replay. Maybe they'll give us a replay. Maybe they don't want to embarrass the umpire again, as it seems that we will not get a replay of that check swing. And time is called by the batter. We've got ourselves a 3-2 count here. Went from an 0-2 down to a 3-2. And pitch number 93 is outside or up, and it's a ball 4. Goes from 0-2 to walking him. That's pitch number 93, and now they're going to have a little mound to visit, I believe. We'll check in the catcher. He's not moving. We'll have a pinch runner, though, as Jun Byung-woo will come off. Yoo Ji-hyuk will take over, as they assume that the left-hander is going to be done, as they are going to switch him. So Jun Byung-woo will come out. Yoo Ji-hyuk will take over at first. We'll have a pitching change. Maybe, if I could ever hit the right button. All right. So coming in now to pitch, I believe they said Kim Ji-sung or Kim Jin-sung. We'll see. All right, I will be right back. Don't you worry. wrong button. All right, Yu Young Chan, 4 games, 3.1 innings, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, a 5.40 ERA. Again, he was their closer, not is, was. So that'll be it for Sonju Young. Sonju Young, 4.1 innings, 93 pitches, 59 for strikes, 5 hits, 1 homer, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, should have been 6, 3 runs, should have been 2, 2 earned. That is the correct number, as Yu Young Chan will come out to try to keep the game close before we go to the break. What are they doing? All right, Kim Ji-chan steps in, a 4-3 ground out in the first and a 4-3 ground out in the third. Pops that one up. Left fielder under it, and 1 pitch, 1 out, and 2 away. That's what you want for your reliever, I guess. Nice quick one pitch, 1 out. So that'll do things very well. All right, the 0 and pops him up. Kim Hun-gon, 1 for 2 on the day. Single, but was picked off in his last at-bats when he finally did get on first. Yu-ji Hyuk over at first base now as he pinch ran for Jun Byung-woo. And the throw over. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Yu Young Chan to Kim Hun-gon, and misses low, 1-1. Yu Young Chan, 1-1 to Kim Hun-gon. Sets up on the outside, a swing and a miss at a pitch that was not near the strike zone. Yu Jung-bin warming up in the dugouts. Again, now that the lefty, Sonju Young, is out of the game, some of these left-handed hitting Samsung Lions will start to filter in a little bit better offensively, as that one is turned on, but foul into that netting at the TVing zone. But sounds like over and over the same thing. All right, so the 1-2 pitch coming up. Yu Young Chan to Kim Hun-gon, 1 for 2 on the day. Runner at first is Yu-ji Hyuk. That is crushed. That is gonna be 5-1 Samsung. And that is why he is no longer the closer, ladies and gentlemen. That is why he is no longer the closer, as that runs the score up 5-1. Yeah. As Pak Dong-won isn't even able to catch that right down the middle, and it's 0-1. And check swing, and it's fouled. 0-2. Game is becoming real boring, real quick like. As that's a ball 1-2. Very, you know, gets picked off, gets a single, then gets picked off, and then hits a 2-run shot. All right, the 1-2 pitch, that's outside at 2-2. I wonder if the league is going to do anything to this Samsung Stadium. I mean, they're just, you know, you got short porches, and now that's a shot into the gap. Paquemin comes up firing. He is caught in between first and second. The pickle! And out. That'll be the end of the 5th. We'll take a nice little stretch, and then we'll be back. Samsung takes a 5-1 lead on another home run, but enjoy some chicken.
Chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. Fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly, this old-time recipe. Fried chicken, it's finger licking, the time is ticking. So cook some southern food for me, a bucket just for me. This won't feed a family, it's all I want, all I need, just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
All right, we should be coming back pretty soon. Top of the 6th, Austin Dean will lead things off. No. Mr. Dean should lead things off for LG as I gotta get my stuff all fixed and situated back up. Yeah. Again, but the one thing is you still have to you still got to win. Apparently, there was a ground outs. Well done, SBS. Excellent job. Apparently, there was a hit by Austin that was fielded and he was thrown out. I don't know where it was hit from. I just know that there's an outs. Okay, they'll show the replay. So, and then, okay, there they go. Now they finally show who fielded the ball. Apparently, there was a 5-3 ground outs. Excellent job, SBS, with that coverage. Your producer should be in the unemployment line tomorrow, as the first pitch is upstairs 1-0. Like, how do you not get back for the first pitch after the break? All right, Kim Hyun-soo, 4-6 ground out, but got himself an RBI on that. He is the 1 LG RBI. Fouls that's one. It's 1-1. Wantain still out there. Yuji Huck over at seconds. Wantain. Wantain. I'm gonna do that all my entire life, honestly. Well, Wantain 9 or 10 straights retired. That's misses inside 2-1. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to think that Kia versus Samsung at this point is Pop's foul 2-2. You know, you got the top two teams. Really, the playoffs in the KBO is just so difficult to advance past one round because everything is stacked against the visiting team or the lower seeded team through the whole entire playoffs. That is fouled away again. Stays 2-2. All right, Kim Hyun-soo. And that's going to be a ground ball right to the short or second baseman for 3 and 2 away. Only 77 pitches now from Wantain. We'll see. I mean, you got to think. You got to let him stay out there as long as possible. Get through the 6th, maybe even into the 7th. We'll see. And OG1 fouls that one off. It's 0-1. Oh, LG, really not good situational hitting. One of the big reasons why LG was so good in the regular season was their ability to hit with runners in scoring position. This entire series, even the KT series, and this series, they just haven't gotten it done, as that's going to be a ground ball shot into the right field as that goes off of Ryuji Huck's glove, and they'll give him a single. 100%. They'll give him a single as they get a 2-out hit. That's their first hit since Moonbo Gyung led off the second inning with a hit. That's their first base runner since Shinmin Jae led off the third inning with a walk. Well, only 4 hits now on the day for LG. Moonbo Gyung has one of those 4 hits. We'll see what happens next, as that is fouled straight back. 0-1. Again, on the day, LG is 1 for 8 with runners on base. 1 for 8 with runners on base. They've stranded 4 runners on the base pass already today. And they haven't had anybody on base since the 3rd inning. The 0-1 pitch. That is crushed right at the right fielder, though, and that's 3 away. They are now 1 for 9 with runners on base. Juan Tahin gives up a 2-out single, but no worries from him as he is pretty much just cruising at this point. As he is 81 pitches. 11 pitches that inning brings him to 81. 5 left on for LG throughout the day. 1 for 9 with runners on base. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. And what do you expect versus Samsung that is pretty much the exact opposite, honestly. As Samsung is, what do we see? 3 for 5 with runners on base. They've had runners in. They've had a chance to hit with runners in scoring position. Twice. 1 for 2. They had themselves a double with a chance and then a strikeout. So, you know, the big difference is once they do get runners on base, well, Samsung is getting them home via either, you know, a bunch of misplays by LG or by the home run. So Diaz will lead things off. He is 2 for 2. Looks like we've got a ham duck sighting, ladies and gentlemen. A ham duck sighting as Ham Duck Ju will come in. The left-hander, the former Doosan Bear, didn't want to change apartments or locker rooms, so he just decided to sign a free agency with the LG Twins. First pitch in there for a strike. Diaz again 2 for 2, RBI double in his first at bats, and then a single. Did not get an RBI on that because there was an error that allowed the run to score. So 750 in these playoffs. Not bad. Not bad, as people will 100% forget about the big error in game 1. And the 1-1, that's is a strike, a beautiful strike at the outside bottom corner, makes it 1-2. This is going to be a very interesting playoffs because again you had the one game on Sunday as the 1-2 pitch bounces, and that's going to be 2-2. You had the first game that Samsung won mightily after with 3 home runs, 6 runs from the home run, 2 runs from wild pitches, and so they were kind of sitting pretty. They were going to have Enns pitch for LG versus Juan Tahin yesterday, but because of the rainouts, as the 2-2 pitch here, as Diaz says, we need more runs, and I'm just gonna put one over the fence once again, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is another home run, his second of this series, and it is now 6-1. This is just getting ridiculous at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting ridiculous. Bringing a lefty to face the lefty, and the lefty says, I see your lefty, and raise you 1 stuffed animal into the crowd on the solo shot by Diaz. He had a 2-run homer in the first game, a solo shot here And Park Byung-ho fouls that away. It's 0-1. So, like I was trying to say, is it'll be a very interesting season or series because again, you had the game on Sunday. Samsung won 10-4, courtesy of 3 home runs and 2 bases loaded wild pitches. As Park Byung-ho looks at ball 1 on the outside, 1-1, and now today you've got another 3 home runs. You've got 2 solo shots and a 2-run homer. But you had a game, a day off, and then today's game. You'll have a day off tomorrow for travel. Then you have another game on Thursday. And then if LG is somewhere able to get a victory, that means they'll have another game on Friday. So it could be 3 games in 6 days, really. All right, the 1-1 pitch from the Ham Duck to the Park Byung-ho. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far on the day. And that's inside 2-1. All right, the 2-1 pitch in the dirt, and that's 3-1. As the Samsung fans at the stadium are making some noise. Making plenty of noise. And the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Amduk Ju is phase 2 is retired 0. We'll see how much longer he is in. Again, 115 meters on that hit. Again, that is not a home run at most stadiums. But it helps when you've got the smallest left and right center field. Yep, there we go. We've got another pitching change. Didn't think he would stay in much longer, but, well, yeah, I didn't think he would be that quick. Kang Min-ho will face who? Who will he face? Don't know. Oh, this game is quickly getting out of hand. Sorry, those of you watching. Again, my voice is kind of shot from a little yelling and screaming earlier. Still trying to find out who is coming in to replace the old Ham Duck. Apparently nobody. Apparently LG is trying to find somebody in the crowd that can throw. Plastic jackets optional. All right. Kim Jin-sung will come in. As this LG bullpen shows why it's one of the worst ranked bullpens in the league. LG starter gives up 4 runs, 3 earned, but one of those was because the next guy that came in gave up a 2-run shots. Then the next batter next pitcher solo shots. Kim Jin-sung on the mound, 4 games, 4.1 innings, 623 whip, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 home runs given up, and a 167 batting average again. So basically, if they hit the ball, it's a souvenir. What is in? Oh, that's I was trying to figure out what's hanging out of the outfield in the left field. As that's going to be a ground ball through the middle, and Park Byung-ho is going to go over to second. Kang Min-ho with another hit, and they've got runners on first and second with nobody out. It's a 5-run lead. It sounds like, I mean, if it could be a bunt time, honestly. Who knows? EJ Hyun will step in. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop up to the shortstop. Hey, look, it's a foreigner. They found one. Yay, they found a foreigner. And then they found the LG fence. And that's a strike on the outside. Well, at least they're not bunting. The 0-2 pitch. Find it interesting that Samsung and Samsung and Kia's manager are both very young in terms of, the manager ages. You've got two former players running these two teams as the bunts ball, and nobody to cover second to throw back. Poor guy. Oh, that's what you get for wearing a Seoul uniform in Daegu. Kim Jin-sung does not look happy. Taking a little too long for him. And here we go. And the 1-1 pitch misses inside. 2-1. There is so much time in between pitches right now. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Is he trying to hit a grand slam with just 2 runners on that swing? Oh, we'll have a 2-2 pitch here. Lee Jae-hyun. And here comes the 2-2 pitch in low, and we've got ourselves a full count. Runner on first, runner on second. Full count now. Zero outs. 1 run in this inning so far from the solo shot by Diaz. That's going to be a ground ball, and Austin is going to take it. Step on the bag. He moves the runners over via the slow little squibbler to Austin. Gets it done. Moves the runners over without having to bunt, but also gave himself a chance to get a hit. It's like, baseball. All right, here comes Kim Young-woong, 1 for 2 on the day with a solo shot back in the second. He was the go-ahead run, the go-ahead hits way back in the second inning to put them up 2-1. They have just added more and more since then. Strikeouts back in the 5th inning to lead off the 5th. He is up now in the 6th. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch in there for strike 1-2. Catches the inside corner up in the zone. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Wrong button. Not that one. This one. All right, 2 down now. Runner on first and second, and nobody out. And the first pitch, Ryuji Hawk getting his first at bats. That's going to be strike one as he tips it into the glove of Pak Dong-won. 333 in this postseason, 1 for 3. Took over on the base pass in the 5th inning, and a swing and a miss there. 0-2. Kim Jin-sung came in, gave up a single, then got the ground out. The strikeouts, throws way outside, 1-2. And that's lifted to Kim Hyun-soo in the left, and 3 away. Samsung gets another one on the solo shot from Diaz. They leave 2 on. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Won Tae-in is still warming up, and he'll be coming back out. Hard to believe that they've only left 3 on the base pass just because they've been so bad at running on the base pass. So Won Tae-in will come back out. 81 pitches for him through 6 innings. Again, the Samsung bullpen is awful. Despite their low ERA, they're not very good. Sorry, I had to turn off a light that's popped on because of something going on. Maybe my vacuum cleaner or something triggered it. All right, top of the 7th coming up. LG down to their last 9 outs. They've got to get 5 runs before they get 9 outs just to have a chance. And that's if they can finally stop the Samsung offense. Oh, Won Tae-in back out there. 81 pitches. First pitch is a ball to Pak Dong-won. Pak Dong-won walked in his first at-bats, but was stranded at second base because the 1980s style. Then flew out to center in his second at-bats and looks at strike 1 on the outside corner, 1-1. So should easily be able to get through. Well, I should say easily. Should be able to get through this inning. Staying under 100 as long as he doesn't have any blow-ups. That pitch is nowhere near the strike zone, and it's 2-1. Okay, the 2-1 pitch to Pak Dong-wan, and that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle, and they've got a leadoff hitter or a leadoff runner on base. 2 straight innings with singles for LG. Can they get a hit with a runner on base is the real question. Again, 1 for 9 with runners on base. Their 1 hit came with the Austin Dean single that moved Shin-Min Jae from first to third. Since then, they have gone 0 for 8 with runners on base. So Park Hae-min steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the day. A swing and a miss there. Strike 1. Big Giants pirouettes also. Park Hae-min 0 for 1. Did have that nice sacrifice bunt that meant nothing back in the second inning. Really was the part that changed the game as far as I'm concerned. And then a ground ball back to the pitcher he tried to bunt in his last at-bats, but was thrown out. Rips that one foul, making it 0-2. 250 in this playoff. And the 0-2 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball foul. Yep. In true 1980s KBO fashion. A runner on first and second. Not only that, the guy behind him is a 240 hitter. Like, you have a guy that strikes out all the time in Kim Bum-sok behind him, and he's so bad that you ended up pinch hitting for him last at bats. It's the 0-2 pitch. That's just catches a stitch on the bottom corner. Good Lord, that could not have been a better looking pitch. That, ladies and gentlemen, is where you hope to throw every single pitch, because it is not hittable whatsoever. All right, we've got Lee Young-bin looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Lee Young-bin 0 for 1. He lined out. He lined out to the first baseman in his only at bat, 0 for 1 on the day, as that's outside, 1-1. And Hwang Tae-in will get to the century mark, which is quite a big thing, especially in the playoffs. Playoffs? All right. The 1-1 pitch, Pak Dong-wan over at first, not known for his speed. That's ball 2, 2-1. Have to wonder if Lee Young-bin gets on base. Will they go to the bullpen right away? Hong Chang-gi will be the next guy. They will flip the lineup back around. He is 0 for 3, but he is not a guy that you're likely to get 0 for the day, as that catches the inside corner. Man, I would love to know where that microphone is for this game, because it is loud. But it's like it's almost like that something's broke in it. Like every time there's any reverberation, that it just rattles. But the 2-2 misses upstairs, and we've got ourselves a full count. Runner on first, leadoff single, struck out. Park Hae-min looking. There we go. A looking strike. 3-2 count here. And that's going to be a liner to the shortstop. Not able to get him back over at first, but another big play on the defensive side for Samsung. They have the least amount of errors in the league at 81. And again, Sunday's game was as close as it was because of defense. Today's game has had a couple defensive plays, massive defensive plays, that line drives that have been caught by the infielders. And now they will have Hong Chang-gi. He swings, maybe didn't swing, I don't know, but it's strike one no matter what. And they are down to their last 7 outs here in the top of the 7th. Hong Chang-gi 0 for 3 with a 4-3 ground out, a fly out to left field, and a fly out to center field. And that misses inside, 1-1. And fouled off, 1-2. Samsung just 2 years ago. Again, they've slowly climbed up. Just a couple years ago, I believe they were in 8th in the league, 7th in the league. So last year they finished 8th. The year before that, in 2022, they were 7th. So 66 wins back in 22. 23, 61 wins, just barely finished above Hanwha, as that's outside at 2-2. And then suddenly, I guess they just put it all together this year. They have definitely outperformed their projected outcome by about 20%, or about 0.2, as that's going to go right up the middle. And they've got a hit, ladies and gentlemen. They've got a hit with runners on base. That is their very first hit with runners on base since Austin Dean in the first inning. They went, I wish my little buttons would stop moving. There we go. As they went 0 for 10. They 10 straights, as there we go. They've got a runner on base, 100 pitches. That'll be it for Wan Zain. I assume we'll see here is will they make the pitching change? No, they're going to keep him out there, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to let him finish the inning. They're going to let him try to finish this inning. 100 pitches, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Shin-Min Jae, 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a walk, and a 4-3 ground outs. They're going to give him one more batter. You can afford that with a 5-run lead. And again, their bullpen is so awful that's as much as they can from him. Shin-Min Jae, not known for his power. So you're looking at a single or a double as that runs inside, 1-0. Wan Zain hasn't pitched for a couple weeks. Maybe even close to a month. I'm trying to think of the last time he pitched. I know he had an opportunity to pitch so that he could have taken over the wins league, as he was 15 wins, as that's fouled into Shin-Min Jae's foot. So Wan Zain had a chance to start at the end of the season, as he was with 15 wins, tied for first in the league with 15 wins, but decided, no, I'm not going to start. I'm going to prepare myself for the playoffs. So his last starts was the 22nd against Kium, where he pitched 6 innings in that. So plenty of rest. It's not like he pitched 100 pitches a couple days ago. He hasn't pitched for, again, almost a month, as that runs inside at 2-1 now to Shin-Min Jae. So this definitely will be his last batter, as you got 2 guys warming up in the bullpen. As Lee Seung-hyun is warming up, and again, I'm just trying to figure out who. So the left-handed Lee Seung-hyun is warming up, as that is going to be a little single into right. So are they going to send him? No, they're going to hold him at third, and now the bases are loaded. That, ladies and gentlemen, should be the end of the day, as suddenly LG's offense decided to hit with runners on base, and that'll load the bases up for the RBI leader of the KBO. Austin will come up to bat. Getting a 5-run lead. Grand slam is not even going to tie it. All right, that'll definitely be a pitching change now. I'll be right back. Yeah, I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. All right, Kim Yoon-soo. Oh, Kim Yoon-soo, a 3-pitch strikeout to Austin Dean in game 1 in a really critical situation. He'll be back out on the mound to face Austin, Mr. Dean. 1 game, 0.1, 1 hold, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. As he struck out Austin to end the inning that ended up trying to bring him back out for the next inning, but he ended up walking the first batter he faced. So Austin Dean will come out. We'll see what happens. And that's a strike in there. 151 on the inside corner. Biggest at bat of the postseason for LG at this point. And that's misses 1-1. Again, trying to keep him honest. Don't want to just be feeding him fastballs. 167 in these playoffs. 1 for 3 today with a single back in the first inning. Again, the KBO RBI leader in the regular season, and that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws to first, and they will leave the bases loaded. And that is probably going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. But not quite yet, says this is the KBO. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Samsung comfortably up 6-1 now. Big again, just getting Austin Dean. He is Austin Dean's new nemesis, apparently. They finally do get some hits with runners on base. They finally. But just can't quite get anything going. Again, they've left 8 runners on base now. 7 hits, 2 walks, but they've left 8 on base. They are... that's not right. They're 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. They are 3 for 14 with runners on base, and that's really the story of this game. They've had runners on, they've had a chance, but they just can't get anybody home. They can't string together hits. A team like LG, that they have 115 home runs on the season, one of the worst home run hitting teams in the league, versus Samsung with 185, the number 1 home run hitting team in the league. Samsung is again getting their runs via the home run. They got 6 runs via the home run in the first game, 6 of their 10, 60% of their runs. Today they've got 4 runs of their 6 via the home run. So you think about this, so they've scored 16 runs so far in this playoff. One of them has been an unearned run, as Kim Yu-young will come in, pitch for LG. 1 game, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, no runs. As that's going to be a single to right from Kim Ji-chan, as his first hit on the day. Will they put him in motion? Again, he has plenty of speed. Park Dong-hwan is not a good defensive catcher back behind home plates. They already have 1 stolen base that led to a run back in the first inning. We'll see what that does, but that stolen base also led to an injury to Gu Ja. Oops. So, like I was saying, so they've scored 16 runs in these playoffs. That's a bunt, but pulls it back apparently, and it's ball 1. So 16 runs. First game, 6 of those runs were in via the home run, and today 4. So 10 of their 16 runs have come via the home run. 2 of the runs have come via the wild pitch with the bases loaded, both in the same inning. They reloaded the bases to rethrow another wild pitch, and then via an error. So 10 of the 16 have come from home runs, 2 have come from wild pitches, and 1 has come from an error. Versus LG, who can't even hit once they get somebody on base. So the 2-0 pitch to Kim Hung-gon, that's going to be lifted to right, going back, and goodbye! His second straight 2-run shots. And at this point, just get your Samsung gear ready for a trip to Seoul, as that is his second 2-run shot in 2 at-bats. 3 for 4 on the day. A single was picked off, and then now 2 straight 2-run homers. And yeah, this game is, yeah. So, like I was saying, they've scored 12 of their 18 runs via the home run. 12 of their 18 runs via the home run. Again, most of these are not home runs any other stadium. Samsung has the biggest home run stadium in the league, and it's not even close. They average 3 home runs per game in this stadium. Again, that was well over the wall, but it's probably only 112, 115 meters as far as distance. I mean, he didn't even hit it hard. He didn't hit it well. He definitely got way under it. It was not, There we go. We'll see what the official numbers on that one are. But, Kim Yu-young stays out there. Nope. Baek Sung-hyun will come in. So, that was a quick, yeah. So Baek Sung-hyun now steps in to the game and has to deal with this Samsung team. We'll see what happens. So this LG bullpen, they've given up 3 home runs now. 4 runs. 5 really, as one of the home runs was one of the runs was given to Son Ju-young, but Baek Sung-hyun, 2 games, 1.1 innings, 1 loss, 13.5 ERA, 3 walks, 600 batting average against, and a 4.5 WHIP. Yeah, those are good numbers if you're Samsung. Lee Sung-gyu steps in. He is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Looks it's ball 1. LG will have to regroup back in Jamshil. Again, the big difference is Jamshil is not a home run hitting stadium. Will Samsung be able to score with that? As OG1 is over in foul territory, under it, and 1 away. Will Samsung be able to score without being able to hit home runs? That is going to be the big question starting on Thursday. Is a lot. I feel like a lot of these would be not home runs. They would be outs at the warning track. As Diaz steps in and looks at strike 1. Diaz 3 for 3 on the day, hitting 800 in the playoffs. A single, a double, a home run. He needs a triple for the cycle. That's what we all want to see at this point, is that bounces in the dirt. 1-1. We all want to see the cycle, ladies and gentlemen. The cycle is what we want to see. It would have to take a very strange bounce in order to get it, with this stadium being so small. As that's fouled away, 1-2. And Diaz leaves another one, and that's his 3rd home run of this series. And good Lord, somebody please stop. They're already dead. 2nd home run for him. 2nd straight inning with a home run. Third home run of this series. A 2-run shot, two solo shots today. That one was legit. That was a real homer, ladies and gentlemen. That one, there was no question. 4 hits today, a double, a single, and now 2 solo homers. And pretty sure, nope, there's there's lots of guys that haven't gotten hits yet today. Yeah, there was zero question about that one. All right, Park Byung-ho, ball 1 and ball 2. Like I said, that's a good guy that you want to hit against if you're Samsung. 13 ERA, 10 ERA. That one was 125, 159 off of the bats, 30 degrees. Yeah, there's Park Byung-ho. That's a ground ball deep into the hole, but that's 2 away. There we go. Yeah, that one was that one was no doubt. That was a home run, no matter what. That was a home run in Busan, I think. All right, well, Kang Min-ho looks at ball 1 on the outside, 1-0. Singled in his last at-bats, 1 for 3 on the day. It's still just the 7th inning, guys. There's plenty of time for the Samsung bullpen to do the LG. And the 1-0, that's popped foul, 1-1. Oh, KBO, gonna KBO, gonna KBO. Oh. And here comes the 1-1. That's popped up. Moon Bo-young giving chase in foul territory under it, and 3 away. But not before they get 3 more via 2 more homers. And we'll go to the 8th. It is all Samsung. Not even a sniffing hint of LG. I mean, you think about it. They got 12 hits. They've left 3 runners on. But they've been picked off and thrown out on the base pass twice. So there are 3 walks. There's been 0 double plays in this game. There's been 0 caught stealings. It has just been Samsung gets runners on and then they hit home runs. LG gets runners on and they get out. That's literally the big story of the game. The absolute inability for LG to do much. So if this series goes 5 games, game 1 will be Monday. And if it does not go to 5 games, it'll be Sunday. It's like a ladder style. So the winner advances to the next round, basically. So right now, whoever wins this series will play against Kia. Kia, since they won the regular season, they get an automatic bye to the Korean series. Yeah, the championship will start either Sunday or Monday because of the rainout yesterday. So the rainout yesterday caused after again, Samsung has got to be able to do this in Jamsho. Yeah, potentially. But Lee Seung-hyun, and again, I don't get this. Lee Seung-hyun is coming in. I thought he would be starting the next game. I don't know who's going to start for Samsung. 17 games, 87.1 innings, 6 wins, 4 losses, 4.23 ERA for Lee Seung-hyun, the left-hander. He will face Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo swing and a miss there. It sounded like he hit the ball, but it's right in the glove. They suck. And that's a strike on the outside. Kim Hyun-soo 0 for 3 on the day, but he does have the one LG RBI. And here comes Hanwha is a company. So in Korea and in Japan, the names of the team are companies. So but yes, I live right by the stadium here in Korea. But the 1-2 pitch to Kim Hyun-soo in the dirt, and that's 2-2. Ooh. Get my rhymes going again. Getting the flow going. The 1-2 to Kim Hyun-soo, and now we've got a 2-2 to Kim Hyun-soo. And that runs the counts full. 3-2. Got ourselves the 4th full count of the day for LG. I'm conversationable, as that is a leadoff walk, as Kim Hyun-soo will make his way down to Ilu. There was some Korean for you, just to get the old rap going. Kim Hyun-soo, will they pinch run for him? No. All right, Kim Hyun-soo on first base. OG Won steps in. OG Won 1 for 3. Did have a single in his last at bats, and looks at strike one at the top outside corner. You are not the only one that thinks that. They are actually the reason why I made this. Or I started doing this, actually. The 0-1, and that's going to be a liner to center field, grabbed, and that's 1 away. Back in 2020, I was going to the games. I was in the stands, but I tried to email. I actually tried to email ESPN at the time, and they said they're like, we do not take any solicitation. So they wouldn't even you couldn't even email them. As that's a swing and a miss from Moon Bo-kyung, who's trying to tie the game up, down 7 on one swing. So 1 for 3 on the day for Moon Bo-kyung, singled in his first at bat, but was stranded over on third base. And the 0-1 pitch, maybe. Time is called. It was a pitch down the middle, but no pitch. Yeah, so so many people complained about the ESPN that's in 2021 when they didn't re-sign. I was like, okay, well, so I started streaming these games in 2022 back on Africa TV, where I could actually show the game. So in 2022 and 2023, I streamed on Africa TV. But the 0-1 pitch to Moon Bo-kyung, a swing. He might have gotten a piece of that, but into the catcher's mitts, and it's 0-2. I started streaming on Africa TV for the last 2 years, but now that TVing has the rights, I can't stream on Africa TV by showing the game, so I moved over here to YouTube. And so that's in the dirt, 1-2. But yeah, I would love if ESPN decided that they were going to show the games once again and gave me a call. That would be fantastic. But we know that's not going to happen. LG mascot is getting a little irritated and upset. I would too if I was down 8 runs. And that's a swing and a miss there. 2 away. Needs to adjust his power belts thingy. He is way off center. The mascots is looking like he's never been to been in front of a mirror as he starts beating a Samsung girl. I'm sure that'll go over well on the old interwebs. That'll be it for Lee Sung-hyun. We'll get another pitching change because we would hate for this game to ever get done. LG will... sorry, Samsung will go with somebody. We'll have a pinch hitter. Lee Hyun. Sorry. Lee Hun will pinch hit for Park Dong-won. No, we'll have at least a pinch hitter here. We'll also have a new pitcher. Lee Sung-hyun will take over the mound for Lee Sung-hyun. Those of you that you think maybe that sounds like the exact same name, that is because it is. Samsung has 2 Lee Sung-hyuns on the team. They have a left-hander and a right-hander, so they, instead of calling them Lee Sung-hyun, they call them Cha Sung-hyun and Oo Sung-hyun, meaning left-hander and right-hander, because one of them is left-handed and one is right. They do not look anything alike. Okay, so Lee Sung-hyun, the righty, 60 games, 60.1 innings, 6 wins, 2 losses, 9 holds, 1 save, 4.48 ERA, 51 strikeouts, 26 walks, 6 home runs, 292 batting average against, and a 1.51 whip. And again, he will face Lee Hun, 667 on the season, looks at strike 1. Oh, 4 for, let's see, do the quick math, 4 for 6 on the season. And the 0-1, a swing and a miss there, 0-2. Once again, leadoff walk to LG, and they've gone 0 for 2, and they have 2 strikes on the next batter as they are attempting to go 0 for 3 with runners on base in this inning just alone. As the 0-2, there it is, swing and a miss, comes in, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 3 up, 3 down after they get a leadoff walk, and LG is down to their last 9 outs. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, it is 100% Sammy Sung in this series. Man, that is just awful. 9 left on base. You've got 7 hits, and you've left 9 runners on base. That is bad. You've left more runners on base than you have hits. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do not win a baseball game. That is a textbook. If you want to lose a game, how do you do it? The way LG's doing it. And I put everything back on that's ill-advised bunts back in the 2nd inning. You had a 1st and 2nds, nobody outs. After Samsung had just tied it in the bottom of the 1st, and you bunted and didn't score any run after having runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody outs because you thought a 1 run in the 2nd inning was more important than a big run 2nd inning. As the LG manager once again shows that he is not good. Samsung will have their 7, 8, 9 leading things off in the bottom of the 8th here. as we should be coming back. There's not 2 outs. My buttons don't want to work. We are the Lions. Thank you for telling us. 9:22 here in Korea. We are not even to the 3-hour mark, and we are running out of game as Jung-woo Young comes out on the mound for LG. 2 games, 1.1 inning, 1 strikeouts, 429 to batting average against, and a 2.25 whip in this postseason. Those are not good numbers, ladies and gentlemen, but he has an ERA of 0. That's inside ball 1. Lee Ju-hyun back behind the mound. Jung-woo Young on the mound. And the 1-1 swing and a miss as he tried to check his swing, but he went all the way around. I'm surprised I didn't call down to third base, even though he is a right-hander, for them to say he didn't go. No. Lee Jae-hyun is one of the only Samsung players who has not been on base today, as that's fouled away. Stays 1-2. Oh, Kim Ji-chan 1 for 4. Kim Hun-gong 3 for 4. Woo Ja-wook only had 1 at bat, but he got on base. Diaz 4 for 4. Park Byung-ho has been on base with a walk, 0 for 3. Kang Min-ho is 1 for 4. He's been on base. That is lifted. That's going to go, but Park Hae-min under it, and almost a collision in the outfield as Park Hae-min was calling it off the whole time, but Kim Hyun-soo almost runs into him out there at the warning track and 1 away. As Kim Hyun-soo drops his glove at the last second, almost hit Park Hae-min in the face. That's going to bring up Kim Young-eun. He solo shot back in the second. He is, again, the game winner. Gubon Yuk is over at second, I assume. Nope, at shorts. I'm not going to change that because it really doesn't matter in a 8-run game with the bottom of the 8th. So the 0-1 pitch to Kim Young-eun misses outside, 1-1. All right, so the 1-1 pitch, and that goes outside at 2-1. And the chopper foul. Austin makes the play, tosses it to the first base coach. The first base coach tries to give it back to him, but Austin declines the kind gesture. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that's way inside. Runs the count full, 3-2. And Kim Young-eun is a 3 outcome hitter. A home run, a strikeout, or a double runs the count full. Is he going to become a bases guy? No, he swings at ball 4 and fouls it away. All right, so once again, sets up for another 3-2 count. Jung Woo Young, pitch number 12 of this inning. As that, ladies and gentlemen, is a walk, and Kim Young-eun adds a new wrinkle to his repertoire of outcomes with the walk. That is not something that he does very often. How often does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, he had 48 walks on the season in 456 games with, are you ready for this? 155 strikeouts. He was 3rd in the league in strikeouts, but 9th in homers. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, another pitching change as LG is trying to get every single pitcher. Even fans that brought a glove to the game are going to get in to pitch today. As we are getting ready for pitcher number 8 of this game. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4 pitchers left in the bullpen that can even come in. Not counting Enns or Im Jong-chan, who are obviously going to be pitching as starters. I'm still waiting for them to tell me who's pitching. They still haven't told me who's pitching. They are going to show me on the TV before they show me on the app. Fantastic. You gotta love the old KBO app. Alright. Lee Jong-jun. Lee Jong-jun. Alright. Lee Jong-jun will step onto the mound and try to do something that's really nobody has done for LG. LG has one pitcher that did not allow a run today. That was Kim Jin-sung, who was able to get one full inning. Did give up a walk and struck out one. We've got Jung Woo Young, who only pitched 0.1 inning, but was able to give up a walk there, which means he is responsible for that runner over on first. Yu-ji Huck steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He took over on the base pass for Jun Byung-woo. So, Lee Jong-jun, 27 games, 26 innings, 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 hold on the season. And that's going to be a liner. Drops in front of the right fielder. They try to get him out at seconds, but he is able to get in, and just like that, they've got runners on first and seconds with 1 out, trying to add more as they will flip the lineup back up to the top. Kim Ji-chan will step in. He's 1 for 4 with a single in this game. Followed behind him is the man that's hit 2 straight 2-run shots. Good base running there from Kim Young-eun. Had to wait to see if it was caught, but we've got a pinch hitter here. Yu Jung-bin will pinch hit. Looks it's ball 1. So Yu Jung-bin will pinch hit here. Hitting .750 in this series. 3 for 4 on game 1. And the 1-0 low, and it's a 2-0. A fellow spectacled wearing a baseball player. And the 2-0 pitch. That's ripped foul. Did he break his bat? Yes, he did. He snapped that right off. He'll get himself a new piece of wood. All right. All right. Yu Jung Bin has got himself a new piece of wood. The 2-1 pitch low, and it's 3-1. He may not need a new piece of wood if they keep throwing the ball like that. And the 3-1 pops him up. That's trouble. Left fielder over under it, and that is 2 away. And that will bring up Kim Hun Gong. Will they pinch hit for him? Yep, they're gonna pinch hit for him. He's already hit two-run shots today. They don't want to give him a chance for a 3-run shots apparently, as we'll have a pinch hitter. Kim Sung Yoon will pinch hits. Fouls that away. It's 0-1. I'm not gonna change the lineup because Kim Sung Yoon is gonna end up going into center field. Yu Jung Bin is gonna go to right. Lee Sung Yoon is gonna go to left, and everything else. Oh, the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike at the top of the zone on that big hook. 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch, and nowhere near a strike zone. 1-2. In the dirts. 2-2. They're gonna walk him. And the 2-2, that's going to be a ground ball through the right side. He is going to come home, and just like that, everybody gets an RBI. And they were like, we would like to have 10 runs in each of our games. So we're going to go ahead and get another run here. So that everybody knows that Sam, instead of 3, actually means 10. Good Lord. And now that run does get charged to the reliever that got pulled, that I said was one of the only ones that had not allowed a run, but that's going to bring up Lee Sung Gyu. Lee Sung Gyu, first pitch swings, pops it up. Hong Chang-gi, right fielder under it, and that will be 3 away. But not before Samsung gets another run. We'll go to the top of the 9th. It's not even close. It's not even close. Samsung did leave two runners on that time. They've left 5 on base. Nothing compared to the 9 that LG is left on, but LG's got to look for a little nugget of help every once in a while, I guess. All right. Oh, guys, oh, guys, oh, guys. What's crazy is Samsung is not only destroying LG, they have lost their best offensive player in this game, and they've also don't have their best pitcher. Yet they are just making LG look like All right, Pakemin will lead things off. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking in his last at bat and looks at strike one there. 0 and 1. 0 for 2, a 1-3 bunt out back in the fourth inning, and then a sacrifice bunt in the second. Again, that was the turning point in my view of this game, as that's upstairs 1 and 1. Pakemin, the former. The former Samsung center fielder. I didn't change all the stuff for Samsung because just this half inning basically. But like I said, the same order that I said, as that is fouled away, runs the count to 1 and 2. Lee Sung-hyun came in 3 pitches, 3 strikes to Lee Ju-hun, not Hyun. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And fouled back. So again, because normally this would be a travel day, but because of the rain out on yesterday's game, tomorrow will be a travel day, which means game 3 will be Thursday. And that's Korean time for those of you that don't live in Korea, as that's in the dirt. 2 and 2. So Thursday's game 6:30, just like tonight's game. If LG is able to either come back today, or if they are able to win game 3, game 4 will be Friday at 6:30 also. Then if they do need a game 5, that'll be played on Sunday, as the 2-2 that is crushed and right off the outfield seats, and we've got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. Here comes the LG team. That is a solo shot in the top of the 9th. They only need 8 more before they get 3 outs. They are on their way back, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the LG Twins. There's not a lot of excitement in the dugout for a team well on their way to coming back from 9 down in the top of the 9th. And here we go. Lee Young-bin steps in. 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch fouls that away. Pakemin, the solo shots. LG does have 2 solo shots, 2 home runs in this series. Both of them solo shots. One by Ojiwan, one by Pakemin. And Lee Young-bin now, the ground ball right back up the middle, and they've got themselves a base runner. Ladies and gentlemen, LG is on their way. I told you this. They've got 2 straight hits, and they only need 7 more. 115 was not a home run in any other stadium. 0 excitement whatsoever in the dugouts. All right, Lee Young-bin over at first base now, flipping the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi looking to keep this going. A 1 for 4, singled in his last at-bats, but didn't get anything of it. As that's ball one low, 1-0. 111 in this series, not doing well, especially for the guy that led the league in on-base percentage and walks on the season. The 1-0 pitch. That catches the bottom corner, 1-1.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Marion. And that's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle, and he is going to hold up at second. They've got runners on first and second. And the LG Twins are well on their way to the greatest comeback of all time. And hopefully you are here with me as I call it. Runners on first and second, nobody out. As LG is gonna small ball their way, but first we're gonna have a pitching change as Lee Sung-hyun is not able to get the game over with. We'll have a pitching change, and then we'll be back to maybe finish this out. Who knows? Who knows? This is the KBO. The Samsung bullpen is the second in the league to blown saves. Nobody knows. Nobody knows my dream. All right. Coming in. So we do have a few changes here. Shinmin Jae is not going to be batting. Gubon Yuk will be batting. I'll change it since he's actually going to be batting. Kim Tae-hoon will come out. All right, Kim Tae-hoon, one game, 0.2 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, a 1.5 whip, as he is coming in to attempt to stop the life of the game. That would be the LG Twins' 9th inning comeback. They've already knocked off 1 between the Samsung deficits of 9. They've got runners on first and second. They've got the top of the lineup is Gubon Yuk playing short now. He is not playing second. Also, the shortstop is not OG Won. It is actually Kim Dae-won. But Gubon Yuk was the second baseman for most of the season, 257 on the season. And looks at strike 1 in there. 0-1. Gubon Yuk has not had any at-bats in this series. I think he might have had one, might have played a little bit in the KT series, but 257 on the season, 0-1 right now, and that catches the outside corner, 0-2. Difficult situation to be in. First spots you get is a runners on first and second with nobody out in the top of the 9th, down 8 runs when you're trying to keep yourself from having to play an elimination game in front of your home crowd as the defending champions. And the 0-2 lays off of its 1-2. All right, Gubon Yuk. 1-2 pitch. Kim Tae-hoon. And swing and a miss there. One down. That's going to bring up Austin. He would love to get himself some RBIs. Again, home runs are rally killers, but strikeouts are too. Austin, a big spot in his last at-bat. 6-3 ground out with the bases loaded back in the 7th inning when the game was still close. When it was a 6-1 game, Austin steps in. 1 for 4 on the day. Not having a good series. As that is ball 1 upstairs. On deck, Kim Hyun-soo. A 143 in these playoffs. Sorry, in playoffs. When I say playoff, that means this series. KBO has some very strange names for the different rounds. That as the 1-0, that is fouled away. 1-1. So they have wild card is the play-in game that's KT and Doosan played, and then the June playoffs, which is the June. It stands for June Hanan playoffs, like getting ready for the playoffs, is the LG KT series, and now the playoffs are the Samsung LG series. Every time I say playoffs, I just can't think about Allen Iverson, as that runs inside 2-1. And then the Korean series will be the winner of this series versus Kia starting either Sunday or Monday, or maybe later. Again, there is definitely some rain in the forecast. Some rain in the forecast for Friday. So if there is a game Friday, there's also a possibility of not being a game on Friday. But the 2-1 pitch pops him up off the hands. Infield fly. And that is 2 away. Down to their final outs is once again runners on first and second, nobody out, and LG does the best Hanwha they can do as they are down to their very final outs. And my buttons aren't working. Can I get it? There we go. We got it 2 outs there. The first run and possibly the last run of the game. Kim Hyun-soo looks at ball 1 outside. Kim Hyun-soo 0 for 3 on the day. Does have an RBI ground out though. Also walked in his last at bat, which was to lead off last inning before LG went 0 for 3 right after him. And that's ball 2. We've got on deck after him is Kim Dae-won. I wonder if they will pinch hit for him if he does get on. With maybe Moon Sung-ju? I would think Moon Sung-ju maybe. And then get rid of the DH spot if needed. As that is crushed. Goodbye. Goodbye. That was a home run no matter where you're at. And we've got ourselves a 5-run game, ladies and gentlemen. A 5-run game. Home runs are rally killers. But who knows at this point? As that was just absolutely crushed, and once again, not a lot of excitement in the dugouts. But Kim Dae-won will get himself an at bats as he looks at strike 1. Like that was absolutely crushed. All right, Kim Dae-won, a swing and a miss there. 0-2. Again, I'm surprised they didn't pinch hit here. I'm surprised they did not have Moon Sung-ju pinch hit. Move Lee Young-bin from DH into the shortstop spots. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You basically said, we don't believe that we're going to come back anyway. All right, swing and a miss. That'll be the end of the game as he swings at a pitch in the other batter's box. LG tried their best to make the game close at the end, but not enough, really, as the game got way out of hand way early. As that is, Samsung takes the game 10-5. Just, they're one game away from heading back to the Korean series for the first time in quite a while. LG just cannot get hits with the runners on base. Again, the first chance that they had in the first inning, Austin singles with a runner on base. Ends up moving him to third. He comes home on the RBI groundouts, puts LG ahead 1-0 in the game. Then from there, it was literally just Samsung saying, we'll just do whatever the hell we want. Son Ju-young got 2 quick outs and then gave up the single to Gu Ja-uk, slid into second, ended up getting himself hurt. Diaz pops up, shortstop isn't able to make the play, and that allows Gu Ja-uk to literally hobble home from second base. Literally hobble home, ended up coming out of the game. That is a huge thing for Samsung. We'll see. Again, tomorrow is a day off, travel day, so will they, be able to play or not? If he's not, that is a pretty big deal. But at the same time, when everybody's hitting like they are for Samsung, it doesn't really matter who's playing. Then the home runs, just home run. Again, LG gets 5 runs, 4 of them via the home run. 2 home runs in the 9th inning, a solo shot from Park Hae-min that was not a home run any other stadium, including most high school stadiums in the U.S. The 3-run shot by Kim Hyun-soo was definitely a home run. It was absolutely crushed. But if you look at if you look at the Samsung side, you had Kim Hun-gon with 2 2-run shots. Those aren't home runs in Jamsil. Diaz with 2 solo shots, back-to-back solo shots in the 6th and 7th inning from him. One of those was definitely a home run. One of them, maybe. But also you have Kim Young-un with a big, giant home run. So, again, you had Samsung with 5 more home runs. They are not going to be hitting these home runs in Jamsil. They're not. Again, Samsung's outfield, it is the biggest home run park in the league. While center field is deep, and what they register as left center is actually so basically the outfield is not round at all. They have very short corners at 98 meters, I believe, and then it's just a straight line. So to left center and right center is 107 meters. So to left center and right center is basically 330 feet. It's not far. It is, and it's not a big. It's a 13-foot high fence, which makes its line drives are easy to go out. So you're going to hit 115. You're going to hit a 330 feet home run that's going to be 8 rows deep into the stadium or into the stands. So they're not going to be able to do that at Jamsil. I still don't know who's going to start for Samsung. If you think about Samsung's starters, Lee Seung-hyun would be one of the main starters. Connor, obviously, then Won Tae-in, and then Reyes. Nobody else qualified as a starter. If you look at wins, Won Tae-in, Reyes, Park Jung-hyun, who is injured, he can't pitch. Lee Seung-hyun was 2nd on the team, or 4th on the team, 5th on the team in wins. He just pitched out of the bullpen, so I don't know what's going to happen there. you go like I really don't know who else is going to start. If you go down the list, they don't have anyone else. Iho Sung is a possibility, I guess, but yeah, they really don't have anybody. They're gonna have to throw a bullpen game in the playoffs because they're using Lee Sung Hyun, the other left-hander, who's coming off of an injury. They're using him in the bullpen, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they do for their number 3 starter and honestly their number 4 starter. If the games get pushed back, obviously that starts to benefit Samsung, as you had Reyes pitch on Sunday, so 5 days would be Friday. So they're gonna go I have to think that they're gonna go a bullpen game on Thursday. Try to get something, because nobody else on the roster is anybody that can pitch apparently, at least starts. And then Friday go Reyes. But again, if the forecast is true, there's a very big possibility that Friday's game would be rained out, which would push Reyes to pitch on Sunday on regular rest. Because again, regular rest in the KBO is 6 days, not 5 days, because there is no pitching on Monday. The only time you pitch 5 games is when you pitch Tuesday, then you would pitch again on Sunday. So anyway, Samsung completely dominates once again. Lots of home runs. Big error from Shinmin Jae. Allowed 1 run to score to make it 3-1. Poor defense. Probably should have been called by OG Won. Allowed the first run for them to score. Again, 1980s managing style from the LG manager. Again, bunt first and second, nobody out. Bunting with your number 8 hitter, who was your leadoff hitter for quite a while, to let a 240 batter bat behind him, and they can't get a hit. So again, it's more KBO following tradition, but unfortunately tradition is a not smart baseball in today's game. But they hire these old hats that don't know what the hell they're doing, and they've never actually heard of the word analytics. And they say, oh, well, this is how we did it, so we're going to keep doing it. And they're going to keep losing to these younger coaches who aren't bunting in these situations. So Samsung gets the big win, 10-5. That is 2 10-run games for them. That is, at this point, it's getting 10-4 on Sunday, 10-5 today. It's not really looking close. It's not even looking as close as the scores, which don't look close, are. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back on Thursday for game number 3. This will be in Jamshil, 6:30, regular old start time. No more holidays all the way until Christmas. So thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time.